What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to a new episode of Road to Rank 1. Today we will be starting off against Mr. Vanya, who is, as we all should know, one of the top players from Russia, if not the top player currently. It's a Zerg player that likes his aggressive styles and doesn't mind a road shot in here and there. Doesn't mind a road shot in at all. This scout is a bit too early. We're gonna send it back. I'm gonna check if my sound levels are correct. No, they're not. 18, that sounds better. And this is a beautiful map. Now, why is this such a beautiful map? It's because it's very difficult to die here to all-ins, which makes it a beautiful map against Vanya at least. You see the third base easily defendable, the natural easily defendable. Everything here is easy to keep basically. As we go towards our gas, we check. Yes, there is a hatchery there. He's not a man that likes his early all-ins, you know? He likes his mid-game all-ins. He likes aggressive styles. I don't think I've ever seen him play a long macro game. Well, not a Brute Lord guy. Most of the time mid-game timings of 50 drones, but every now and then he also plays a longer game. I know he has an affinity for Mutalisks. So perhaps Ravager Lingbane. This map is very possible to play Mutalisk on because there's a rich Vespene Geyser on the forward base, which means if Zerg takes this as their forward very quickly, then immediately takes that Vespene Geyser, they'll get a lot of gas income. Nice, good luck, have fun. Even customized it with my name. Harstemelo. That's real nice. So, what we're gonna do now is we're starting with a Stargate. Oh, as we almost lose our first probe because I wasn't paying attention. Send this back. Adapt. Now, this map is really bad for double adept harass because there's very little area where your adept can move off creep in the main base, which means the only time you're gonna do damage if you directly shade into a mineral line, which usually is kind of easily stopped, so I'm not even gonna try that. I will still get a second adept because I like getting second adepts, but I'm not gonna use it quickly. Yes, also. Oh, this is a really good start. A really good start for me. We get both the links for free. He does get scouting information, which is annoying, but he was gonna see my my oracle soon anyway, so he didn't need to sacrifice an overlord for that, but 2 links is still 50 minerals. I can live with that, he can live with that. It's one of those trades where both of us think, huh, that was alright. You know, worse things have happened in the world, and will continue to happen. Get our double gases and we start moving towards our third base with that probe. Oh, that's 2 free links again. I think I could have gotten that if I was a little quicker of mind. Okay. Now we're basically gonna need to pull some tricks, I think, to try and do some damage. So we can decide where we want to go. We can either go into the natural, we can go into the third base, or we can fly into the main. Now we're gonna start by going into the natural. Let's hope he doesn't have too much over there. Ideally, oh, okay, there's 2 queens. So then we piss off. Like, alright, no need to be here. Warp in a Zealot and a sentry at my third base. Make sure I don't get supply blocked. And now we're gonna put in a second. Okay. We can actually... Wait, how did I miss this? Okay, this is nice. He's gonna kill some links on our... or some workers at our side of the map. We're also gonna kill some workers on his side of the map. I'm not sure who this was good for, but usually when this kind of stuff happens, it doesn't feel too nice. Oh, crap. Does he have +1? No, he doesn't. So even though this is bad, it's not the end of the world. Let's just pretend like nothing happened here, alright team? So he's... This one's gonna keep the wall for a bit. I just need to organize myself real fast. It's a bit of a sloppy game. I haven't played a lot yet today, which definitely shows. I'm already making excuses. This is what I like to call a pro gamer move. I'm also afraid of Muta right now, as my info that I have of him is really limited. I need a Templar Archives. And I'm just gonna get extra gases. Okay, we see this base is being taken. We see Baning Nest is on the way, which is semi-interesting. Okay, no Overlord speed. Up to 8 gateways. We get extra gateways at this base, go up to 10 perhaps. Oh wow, he's very active with denying scouting, eh? Very cool to see. What I said, yeah. We don't see an 8 gas. I feel like we actually have a decent opportunity to do some damage, but on the other hand, like, do we really? We see roaches. How did he manage to do that, eh? What is this? Oh, still have both alive. It's actually kind of nice. Where the hell is this one? My prison? Here we go. We're losing so many workers right now. This is not good. I think we lost this entire mineral line for nothing, basically. I mean, we killed these workers in the end, but... Or these workers, we killed these mutas in the end, but... He killed our entire mineral line. He is on a good worker count. And mutas can be really tough to deal with sometimes, especially if you don't expect them. I wonder where... Oh, I barely didn't see his spire somehow. Like, I saw it in my vision, but... That's kind of funny. I knew it was a spire as well. I saw no units. It was really the only thing. Yeah, now he's gonna all in. Yeah, okay. We absolutely lost this game. GG. Rough. Yeah, 71 workers. So kind of a follow-up all-in after the spire. Interesting game. My early game was a bit sloppy. Can have a quick look at it, of course. I mean, if these links don't come in, that helps a lot already. He didn't have +1. I'm not sure how these links managed to sneak by. Like, I must have missed them somehow. Probably came from the third base or something. Let's have a look. So he builds a random amount of links and he... Okay, so these come here. I realized that. Okay, here sneak some more. I only saw these. I just missed the initial ones, even though I saw them walk through. Okay, that was pretty bad by me. Usually I use my adepts to hold this tower and then my oracles to kind of check here. But if he runs by and then gets a lot of my units, that's really bad. I wasn't in time to deal with this wall either. And then at the end of the road, let's see. So I lost 14 workers, he lost 7. Yeah, that's just a very bad situation for me, obviously. And then on top of that, I kind of lose my ability to scout. Like, usually I use my oracles, my observer, and my first hallucination to scout, but I didn't have the chance. So, it became a rough game, and we just weren't tight enough. Sucks to be me, but it's the way of the world. So, we'll queue up another game, and see you boys then. Friends and family, back with another game, now versus Liquid Mana, my teammate. Now, I know what Mana likes to do, as I bootcamped with him for a couple of weeks prior to IEM Katowice, and I know he's a big fan of proxy robos. I am also a big fan of proxy robos, but not quite as big as he is. I'm not entirely sure how I want to open this game. I'm kind of feeling some Stargate opener with Stalkers. So we'll open Stalker into Proxy Oracle into Stalker. And this build is kind of funny because the Proxy Oracle is a little bit delayed. So I'm not really too keen on doing a lot of damage with it. It's just there as a safety, kind of a safety. It's like, hey, if he moves out with a lot of units, I can do some damage. If he skips a battery, I can do damage. And it becomes harder for him to scout. Like, it's not a very fast proxy oracle at all. So it might be a bit worse against something like a Phoenix opener. But against a lot of other things, it's gonna be really quite powerful. So we keep 2 guys in gas in each gas for some time. And then we start rallying into it while we have 15 guys on the minerals. Should I build it here? I have some time to find a good spot. I like this spot. As I'm not planning on... I don't care about the timing of the oracle. I just put it as far out as possible, basically. It's in a kind of safe location. And because I opened Stalker, I'll definitely manage to get some map control. Oh, this is I can't build here, can I? Uh-oh. I can build here. Oh, he scouted. That's kind of wild as well. Well, now that he scouted... I'm gonna do it slightly different. So I'm not gonna proxy a Stargate. Instead, I'm just gonna open Stalker, Sentry, Stalker. So a fake proxy basically, because he scouted me. There's no need for me to do anything. Okay, we're gonna have a look if he's hiding here. I know he's a hider. Doesn't mind hiding.
Research complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Base is under attack.
So So we have an expo done. He's still busy killing my pylon. He's gonna lose all of them. Not sure if that's quite the play. Nice. Like, we already had a lot of workers anyway. Now he lost 4 units. We're gonna go try and find his prison, obviously. So we're gonna try to counterattack now. We kill a lot of his stuff. So as long as we don't absolutely ruin it here, like, we actually did a really poor job this game, I think. But we might be capable of just winning the game through pure economical damage that we did. Ah, come on, Kev. What are we doing here? What is it we're doing here? Okay, we activate his shield. Oh, what a stupid game. But I'm glad I managed to win it. These are the games that, at the end of the day, they're gonna decide whether you end up 100 MMR or down 100 MMR. You know, you win 2 of these games in a day of 40 games, just like that. All of a sudden, you're like 6-8 or you're 6-4 if you lose all of them. It's really sick. Like, this game was such a clown fiesta, and we managed to win it. It makes me happy. Like, it made absolutely no sense. We had a good start, then we lost some workers, so the start wasn't quite as good anymore. We had a dumb fight in the middle of the map where his prison was slightly too late. And then I did a stupid move running up his ramp, and it worked out. I'm so happy I'm alive to witness this. Alright, we'll play one more for this one, and then we'll call it quits. Oof, looks like we got Mr. Elazer, the king of the Queen all-in. His favorite build by far is, well, not even his build, his favorite concept is moving across the map with queens. I can assure you it's not one of my favorite concepts at all. as I've been the victim of his queens marching across the map slightly too many times. Now, what are the things you can do to counter it is to get disruptors and a lot of cannons in your natural. But you kind of need to have very tight responses, and sometimes that doesn't quite work out. We'll see if he decides to do another queen all-in. The last 2 ladder games I played against him, he did it, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does it again. As everyone knows, the ladder is not for practicing, but is for doing queen all-ins. Again, and again, and again. So we'll not scout this game, get a slight economical edge against Elazer, or instantly die in case it's a 12 pool. It's a nice coin toss there. And then we'll follow that up with a hopefully tight adept follow-up. I think I messed up my wall. No, I didn't. Nice. This map I very often mess up my wall, but not today, I think. That gives me joy. Now we're still gonna scout. We're just... Oh, no, we're not gonna scout. I lied. I changed my mind. Okay, so we're gonna play some mind games here on him. First mind game is gonna be... We're not gonna move out at all. And we're gonna open up with Adept Stalker instead of Adept Stalker. Usually whenever I play Oracle, I play Adept Stalker. But now we're gonna play Oracle. And we're gonna just play Adept Stalker. Hell, we're gonna play Stalker first. That's a real move. A pro gamer move, some people might call it. Now ideally I'd still start my warp gate as soon as possible. So whoop, here we go. And our entire goal is just to deny scouting, alright? Shouldn't have pushed him. I should have pushed him in this direction with my first shot. That was a mistake. Now, he's never ever gonna get any info right now, which is good. I'm just gonna move over here. He might try to run up with 2 adepts, but... Or 2 links, not 2 adepts. I'm the only one here that has adepts. He definitely does not. And we'll open with Oracle. Add a second gateway. And he should be in the dark a bit. Now, if anything should trigger Overlord speed, this is it, right? Like, there's absolutely no way in hell he's gonna be able to scout anything unless he gets Overlord speed. So, yeah, let's hope he doesn't. That would be really nice for me. Let's see if he skipped link speed. Sometimes we manage to find that out. Okay, so this path looks a bit clear. I figured out a path in my head that I want to be taking with my oracles.
Research complete.
I think he barely might have missed that. No, he saw me. I want to follow up with an adept all-in actually, but it's okay. The reason I say I wanted to follow up with an adept all-in is because usually this triggers a quick lair response, and thus his natural thing to do now will be to play Hydras. You see his lair is pretty fast. So very naturally he'd like to go straight into Hydra and maybe skip Roach Warren. Like he probably cancelled his Roach Warren that he was building earlier, because he definitely was building a Roach Warren. He also built way too many links, which is cool for me. He probably built them quite early as well, which makes it even cooler. Real cool, some people would call it. Now we have 2 extra pylons about to finish up. Bloody bloody blah. We'll try to get some kills with these. Oh, it's my birthday. We got 2 for free and forced out 2 spores, which is also nice. Now we're going very heavy on chrono boosting the probes, because I don't really believe him that he's gonna all-in me. I just don't believe it. I'm not buying it. If he will all-in me, we still have a chance to hold because we were so greedy. Sometimes if you're this greedy, it's still okay against all-ins if you lose a couple of workers. Because you have so many. And our immortal count is actually gonna be fantastic. This is an interestingly timed fort base. This is an interestingly... Oh, okay, we see roaches. That's odd. Huh, I wonder what he's doing. Templar Archives. The roaches confuse me a little bit, honestly. So we get 2 more of these. Ah, he's all-inning me for sure. So it's a fake fort base, I think. Ideally, we'd get Storm out for this. Now it's drones. We have a lot of immortals on standby, don't we? It still has some all-in-ish vibes, doesn't it? Just feels odd how many units he has. We're gonna expand, but... Okay, we do see a... we see a lot of drones being produced, right? So... we see Ravagers. He's, I think, all-inning me. Oh, you saw that? Definitely was some action there. So you see, he tried to do many things at once, and we were ready for basically everything. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna counter-attack. Oh, he's still on lair attack, I think. So we still have one storm in here. And we have a lot of immortals. And we're in his main base. And we're gonna be in his natural soon. GG gets called, and just like that, we take away some of his hard-earned points. Yeah, he feels... Elazer's always very aggressive. He didn't need to all-in at all. Apparently he had a hive already. Probably was on the way for his Greater Spire. Yeah, our army supply was just a lot better. He built a lot of workers. Did he lose something here? Okay, he built a lot of links early on because he was afraid of something. He built like 16 links. You see that? Very interesting. And then he came back and then he built a lot of units again. He was just afraid, I think. I thought he wanted to all in. Then eventually went to 90 drones and attacked me while on 90 drones, which is very nonsensical. You should have gone for a more base trade style, but that's okay. We managed to take the game, get around 6-8. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like, comment down below, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you boys all tomorrow for a new episode of Road to Rank 1 with a couple more games. See you boys next time. Bye bye.